Are you ready for this, guys? Because I'm about to tell everyone worldwide. Here's what's going on. You know these voices that people are talking about? People that hear voices in their heads. Like these guys, all these celebrities. You ready? I'm going to show you. tinyurl.com, ready? /voices in head songs will lead you right here to this playlist with over 550. There's 559 videos of musical artists with the song titled Voices in My Head. Demons in my head. Alright, so let me tell you what these demons are doing, guys, so you know that it's not a big deal. They're slowly hypnotizing, neurolinguistic programming, using sleight of mouth tactics and weaponized psychology. And they go into your children's heads and they say, oh, you don't have to listen to mommy and daddy anymore. All you have to do is call the state and have them take you away, and you'll never have to answer to mommy and daddy again. Oh, you don't want to be like mommy and daddy and get a job? Look at them. They're so stupid, aren't they? All they do is waste their time, and that's why they're not here for you enough. That's why they don't love you enough, because all they care about is their money. All they care about is their job. They don't love you. That's why you should sell your soul to the devil and be rich and famous, right? So you don't have to be stupid slaves like your parents, huh? Well, that's the kind of stuff they put in your kids' heads. They're brainwashing the children, they're desensitizing, demoralizing, and sexualizing them in their heads. There's pedophiles with brain technologies, diddling your kids, and you don't know it, because it's just voices in their heads. It's not real. It's just a dream. It's not a simulated sensory virtual reality that they put them in when they go to sleep to rape and torture them and traffic them, right? Oh, let me tell you, it is. Because I'm one of the people who have been victimized from childhood on with all of these things, and I still get with in my sleep at night. Alright, now these are the things that I've heard in my head word for word. This is what's called psychic driving. Well, they don't just say these things once or twice. They say them thousands and thousands of times over and over and over, using an artificial intelligence program connected with your brain with a brain-computer interface. All right? So all this stuff is all irrefutable evidence right here. This is what people hear in their heads. Now I want to show you this one right here, this guest who didn't leave her name. They programmed her with another secretive identity called Lyra, as you can see here. It says, Lyra is a personality. We made you. You are a creation. Right? You're an honorary. You're a stupid whore. Nobody loves you. This is the kind of stuff they'll say in your child's head. Alright? I raped you. You don't remember. You didn't like it. And then they'll say, nobody raped you. We raped you. Nobody raped you. What they do is they go back and forth creating cognitive dissonance, cognitive distortions, bipolar disorder as well, splitting your mind in two. Okay? Now they do this so that way they can get you to flip-flop at any time to think, perceive, or believe whatever they want you to. And they'll also get you to oversimplify, overgeneralize one way or another, what is true and what's not when it's all wrong. See, targetingexposed.com. They're trying to make people believe that the government is targeting people like this, for good reasons, because they deserve it. But that's straight up bullshit. Alright? They don't target people when they deserve it. They throw them in jail. They arrest them. But guess what? This is their crimes worse than anyone that they can point their fingers at. What they're doing here is pure evil. Alright? So targetingexposed.com literally proves we are in a war. And when you call the government agencies, they hang up on you. They will do nothing to even investigate this. Never mind attempt to stop it. So all your children being mind controlled right now, how many? They say the devil is in every man, woman, and child, and God is too. So what is the devil doing to you and your children right now? Did you know that this was going on? Did you know that you're all at risk? Our president can be taken over with this programming. All of our rulers can be taken over with this programming. You, your family members, your significant other, and as I said, especially your children, can be easily taken over with all this hypnosis, neurolinguistic programming that they're doing, as I said, directly into the brains of their victims. They are talking with voice of God weapons, they call them, directly into the victims' heads. And they can't shut it off. Okay? So for you, all you people want to know what they're doing? Here you go. This will tell you what they're doing. Have they manipulated others around you beyond their awareness? Take a look at all the comments. Yes, 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 yes. Right? Do they try to get you to commit suicide? All right, you ready, guys? Because trying to force people to commit suicide is attempted murder, right? So now they're all caught. And we should be witnesses, considered federal witnesses to these ongoing capital and federal crimes against humanity, right? So them trying to get us to commit suicide, if we are classified informants for the government right now, or anybody, we're witnesses for God. And that's the highest witness there is. And if you attack a witness, well, that's a capital crime. And that's subject to capital punishment. So you want to know their motives for killing all of us? If one of us sued, if I just sued, I could sue for more money than our government actually has. Because it's backed by debt. It's not even real money. It has no value backing it except for our slavery and our stupidity. That's all. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by silver. So if one of us sued them, they wouldn't have enough money to pay us if we said, where's the real value money? Now imagine if the whole world sued in one big class action lawsuit right now. They'd lose the whole world. They'd all die. They'd spend the rest of their lives in jail or die. All of them. The FBI agents involved, the CIA agents involved, the DOD, the NSA especially involved here. They're all dead. They're going to Gitmo. Right? All of them. All these secret society members, all these Masons taking part, all these Illuminati club bitches taking part, they're all dead. I just exposed them right here. So do they try to get you to commit suicide? Yes, yes, all this attempted murders right there. Do they manipulate family, friends, or an ex to go against you or believe lies about you? Yes, 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 all right there. All right? Are they trying to frame you for a crime? Yes, 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 all right there. Do they in any way sabotage your jobs so you can't make money? Yep, 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 all right there. Now, why do they do this? Because they want you to commit crimes. So that way, when you commit crimes, they can make it look like that's why they're attacking you, because you're a criminal. And just so you guys know, it's all right here too. It was on the news. Robert Duncan, former CIA DOD contractor, went on Jesse Ventura's show and exposed for you, you ready, that this is all real.
Into the heads of Americans.
I've worked on projects for the CIA, Justice Department, Department of Defense.
So you know for a fact that these weapons that you worked on, they're being used
weapons of mass
today?
destruction.
Absolutely.
Are there citizens of this country that are being abused with this technology?
Worse than abuse, that's a light word. They're being tortured. They easily could be broadcasting
I have been
across the
tortured for
country
years.
messages to people
And I'm
and
sick of it.
causing them extreme pain.
We've run into a few people that claim they got voices in their head. When they talk to us, they seem totally normal. Are these people crazy, or is the government doing this to them?
The government's doing this to them.
So, as you can see, guys, even the government people are telling you that the government's doing this to you. But you know what? It goes beyond the government, as I said, because the government is satanically controlled. Now, I want everyone to know that Lucifer is Enki of the Anunnaki, according to my research. And he right now controls the Illuminati. He controls all the satanic shit on this planet. He controls the Vatican. He controls the Galactic Federation. He controls the United Nations with their WHO. He controls the presidents. He controls all your thoughts, beliefs, and perspectives because he controls the corporations that control the news that you hear. He controls the education system, the fiat currencies, and the central banks. Oh yeah, Lucifer, Satan, the god of this world, is what I found out. Enki of the Anunnaki, son of Anu, usurper, devil, great deceiver, the creator of humanity, they say, the savior of humanity, they say, the one who saved us from his brother, his mean old brother Enlil, Beelzebub, Baal, who's actually scapegoating and framing for all the Satanism and devilry of this planet right now. So Lucifer and Key, if I'm correct, used Enlil, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever, who's also a parasite too, not the real God, another son of Anu, his half-brother, as a scapegoat all these years so he can pretend to be God and holy when he's really the devil himself, isn't he? Alright, so he's exposed. All right, this goes all the way to Enki and the Anunnaki beings that are doing this shit to us. So here we go. This is how they hold power and control. This is their evil techniques exposed. Slandering, accusation, deflection, polarization programming. Alright, so slander, we know what that is. We know what accusations are. Deflection is where when you call them stuff, when you prove that they're things, they'll deflect it onto you. They'll talk as if they're talking about themselves, but make it sound like they're talking about you. That's a deflection. When someone else is guilty, they'll deflect it off of them onto someone else. Keep lying, stop lying, right? So when you call them liars, they'll say, stop lying, right back to you. To flip everyone's minds around. Polarization programming. This is basically creating bipolar disorder and cognitive dissonance and cognitive distortion so they can easily control your mind because they weakened it and restricted it down to that. Brainwashing. Corruption. They corrupt to control. Looshing. They're feeding on our negative energy because they're parasites. Astral beings, demons, devils, these are scum parasites that we can't see. But as I said, there are people in our governments, there are people all over the place working with these devils. Alright? So that's how they operate. And they want you to debate, is it just the government? Is it just the devil? Is it just some demons? Is it archons? Is it aliens? Well, you know what? You can just assume that it is and isn't all of those things, okay? Antinomously, multivalently. And leave it at that. Because they want you to get lost in debates. And pick a side, so you argue with each other, not even realizing you got it figured out. More than you think. Dream rape and manipulation. Now everyone, please share this to everyone in our government because this is very serious, right? I'm exposing the entire existence here because this connects with everything else. Alright, so one man just did more than all your presidents, did more than all of your government agencies, all your police officers, and all your soldiers combined. You know why? Because they do what they're told just like Nazis. Yeah. They do what they're told and they don't do anything other than that. That's called treason, guys. Dream rape and manipulation. They manipulate our dreams and put us in controlled scenarios. Alright, they rape people. They put them in jail in their dream. They'll program and brainwash them in their dream. They'll sexualize your kids in their dream. They'll give your wife a Stepford wife personality type in their dreams. And then traffic her. They'll have all their friends, your girlfriend, your wife, your mom, your kid, or you. Anytime they want. And pass you along. Alright, so you think this is no big deal, guys? Well, how else do I gotta say it for you to realize that it is? Alright, I gotta offend you so you finally listen? Personality programming. They use fear, trauma, and satanic ritual abuse to dissociate the victim from reality. This splits and fractures the mind. It's like partitioning off a hard drive on a computer and then programming another secretive, password-protected operating system in there. And that operating system is the personality type of that, or the personality of that person. The mentality and personality. Alright? So they'll program a whole other personality in you. A satanic one. A whore one. A hitman one. An assassin. A celebrity. An actor. Whatever they want. And they'll make you slowly become that, or they'll just switch you to that at any time and use and abuse you and then switch you back to your core identity so you don't remember what happened. Government frame job. They're framing the governments worldwide for what they're doing, telling the victims that they are the government. The United Nations, which is enemy controlled, did an investigation into this stuff and found that this cyber torture, this cyber terrorism, this cyber trafficking, these cyber rapes, these cyber crimes are happening. And they are prepared to take over our governments because they are doing this to them. That's all part of their plan for the total takeover agenda. So if you guys want to save our countries and save the people in our governments, you better hurry up and make sure that they do something about this now before the United Nations comes in here and kills them all and throws them in jail just to take over our country. So we're talking COINTELPRO 2.0 by the FBI. We're talking about the CIA's MK Ultra 2.0. We're talking about Pizzagate, Pedogate 2.0. We're talking about Strange Days, the movie, the Matrix movie when they're in the simulation, Inception when they're going in the dreams. We're talking about all that shit combined now from a distance. So they get away with it covertly with technology now from a distance. And for those of you that don't know about the Finder scandal, the CIA and the FBI were actually kidnapping kids for the satanic elite and giving them to them so they can rip their limbs off and get adrenochrome. Look that up, guys. The tens of thousands of kids saved from underground adrenochrome farming operations by the special forces. Look it up. All right then. Contradictions. Everything they say will intentionally contradict itself. Why? Because they're creating cognitive dissonance, cognitive distortion, confusion, and with your head so you don't know what's true or untrue anymore. To weaken you so they can fill your head with more bullshit. And so you sound absolutely insane to everyone else, contradicting yourself with everything. And they want to keep you in that duality, bipolar disorder mentality, because that keeps you a mental slave. So here we are. Let's move on to the next thing. So those are some of their techniques. If you are a target individual, you can go to TI Chats and talk with other targets right here. TIChats.us.
Targeted.
All right, we have a video exposing targeting right there for you. More. Do they threaten your family members, your friends? What words can you use to describe the perps? Are you ready to hear other people's testimonies? Here we go right here. You can see what they think of them right now. And they're mostly women, guys. I want you to know that mostly women are targeted. So, and they call them rapists, they call them pedophiles, they call them terrorists, they call them literally every single thing that they are. Not the victims, the scum doing it to them. They're slandering and framing the victims for what they are. High treason, they are domestic terrorists. It's straight to the gallows for them. Not only are they domestic terrorists and international terrorists, they're using weapons of mass destruction. These brain technologies are real WMDs, and our military needs to see this as the highest priority threat to national and international security, to our government. All of these beings, every Illuminati member, every satanic sellout, every single being taking part in this is now enemy of the state on the record right now. You will be hunted down by our world's militaries and brought to justice publicly. We will hang you in the streets for your treason. We will give you firing squads for what you have done to the men, women, and children worldwide. You will be hunted down, or we will execute and charge everyone whose job it is to hunt you down. Murderers, I find those guilty of torture, mutilation, and attempted murder, illegal search and domestic terrorism. You can see what I wrote there, but we'll skip what I said. Evil demons, rape, electronic microwaves, trespassing, breaking and entering, invasion of privacy, extreme sadists, torture, attempted murders, terrorists, drug addicts, lame, mentally ill, subpar intelligence, rapists, drug dealers, human traffickers, evil, cluster B personality type, damaged, criminal informants, frauds, identity thieves, slanderers, perverts, scumbags, directionless, soulless, brainless, spineless, dickless, bitches, gay, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically abusive, etc. Alright, so this one woman has experienced all of those things because they take people off the streets, people with, convictions, drug addicts, any of the lowest of the low degenerate scum of our societies to get them to do all this stuff, to gang stalk. Do you know what gang stalking is, guys? It's where you stalk the victims around like the COINTELPRO program, right? Counterintelligence program by the FBI, where they stalk their victims around and spread rumors about them to their families, to their friends, to their coworkers, to their communities. Put flyers up about them and stuff like that just to get everyone to help them murder their victims, right? So they wouldn't care what happened to the victims because they believed all these lies about them. They devilized them. They demonized them. And they're the real devils the whole time doing it to them, aren't they? Communists, Nazis, cowards, corrupt social justice warriors. We call them manginas, white knight bitches, useful idiots, socialists, NPCs, non-player characters, Luciferians, Freemasons, human garbage, easily manipulated hypocrites, murderers, gang members, snitches, stalkers, intrusive, illogical, heartless schemers, scammers, controlled, fearmongers, low-frequency beings, hackers, porn addicts. I could go on and on. Psychopathic, soulless, vile, emotionally, and or mentally retarded. So that pretty much summarizes it for you. You got it from the other victims, too. Did they torture, traumatize, or abuse you in your mind as a child? Example, giving you unwanted thoughts about family members dying. You know what they did to me? They did that to me over and over again. And they also sexualized me. What they can do is they can stimulate the genitals from a distance and make all the blood rush to the genitals. And when they're watching TV shows, little cartoons and stuff, they'll talk all sexually in your kid's head and try to get them to masturbate for them. Because they're pedophiles, guys. They're pedophiles molesting your kids from a distance. Yeah. It's time to wake up and fight this war. It's time to force those in our governments to acknowledge these crimes are ongoing, or they need to go to jail for misprision of treason and all their crimes. Failing to uphold their oaths and do their jobs. Yes, since I was little, ever since I was born, they made me step over cracks in the sidewalk. I did that too. Oh yeah, they give people all these disorders. They'll fuck with your kids' heads and program, all these mental illnesses like bipolar and OCD and oppositional defiant disorder and ADHD. It's not natural to force your child to sit there in a classroom and stare and listen to some bullshit all day, is it? They have a lot of energy, right? So they'll call that a disorder. ADHD. When in reality, they're the disorder. Now these people have been molested as a child and influenced since, they were children. I have too. In one of my videos, I have a piece of paper that's from a doctor when I was 6 years old. I had to go to therapy at 6, even younger than that, because of all the torture I was going through. And they didn't know. They just thought, something was going on. Maybe a family member molested me or something. But no, it was them in my head. All right? And it says, voices in my head tell me to do bad things. I got a good one and a bad one. All right? And that was at 6 years and 10 months old. An actual doctor wrote that down because I said that to him in a therapy session. And I got that in my video. One of my videos, or a couple of them. All right? So I want you all to know this is very, very real. All right? Do they lie and say it's an investigation? They're lying to the victims and telling them that they're the government and that they're under investigation. All right? And now this tricks the victims into giving them more power, lowering their guard, giving them hypnotic rapport, trusting them because they think, oh, they're just the government. They'll figure out that I'm innocent. They'll leave me alone. Oh, they'll apologize to me later. It's just the government, But it's not. It's really not. Special investigation. I guess it was special because they're extra chromosomes, LOL. Yes, and tried to get me to confess to the murder of my friends. People that I come into contact with die. Several suicide and others unsolved murders. So they're actually not just killing off these targets, they're using us to get to other people, and they're using other people to get to us. Right? So they're trying to divide and conquer us. They're playing all sides, but turning all sides against each other. They're turning people against their government. They're turning government against their people. And guess what? The government is supposed to be of the people, by the people, for the people. Not civilians with a corporation that's satanically controlled called the government, right? We're supposed to be a democratic republic, not one side. Are we democratic these 4 years, or are we Republican these 4 years? All right, see how they deceived us? And they'll keep deceiving us too. The fluoride in your tap water, and your toothpaste, and your mouthwash, and sugar all calcify your pineal gland, that spiritual gland, that organ, that connection between the material and the spiritual realms. And they say the spiritual God. With the piezoelectric bioluminescent crystals, that third eye, the eye that lets you ascend out of here, that produces 5-MeO-DMT and DMT, this God molecule and the spirit molecule, that gets you out of your body and ascends you to hyperspace beyond 3D to get to God. Yeah, they want to seal you in your body, and that seed of the soul, as they call it, turns into a cyst that they later remove so you never get out of this matrix. Just so you guys know, it's not just a crime, it's not just a deception. It doesn't just prevent tooth decay, it causes dental fluorosis, and it doesn't just make you docile. The symptoms of a calcified pineal gland are autism, dementia, depression, cancer, all kinds of shit. So, it's time to wake up. Do they alter the sound of your inner voice? And this may sound funny to you people, but let me tell you, they alter the sound of a lot of our inner voices to switch the gender around. So what they're trying to do is they force, they have like a filter when you talk in your own head. It, at the speed of thought, converts into one of their voices like a voice changer, and goes back in your head as their voice. Alright, so mine, it's this annoying female that sounds like, what Lilith would sound like. Alright, so I have two people in my head, or I have more than that, but, it's mainly some guy that sounds like Enki the devil, and his consort Lilith. That's what it basically sounds like. It basically sounds like I have the Baphomet in my head, 24/7, trying to mess with me, trying to possess me. Alright? But what they did was they didn't make me have the devil's voice, they made me have Lilith's voice instead, or the female's voice. So I have to fight it just to not sound like that annoying C-U-N-T, So that's what they're doing. For women, they'll change it to a male's voice. For males, they'll change it to a woman's voice. They try to force female thoughts into my head, and they try to force male thoughts into women's heads. They're trying to screw with us any way they can. And, just so you know, our inner voice has been silenced, and instead we hear theirs. So you can see Tash right here, lost mine. They manipulate your dreams. There you go. They induce dreams. Yes, they do, for sure. In your dreams, the avatar is real. They manipulate the events and record your actions. Alright? So they're trying to frame you in your sleep. They can make your dreams look like real life and take videos of it and go out and show people in your neighborhood, show people in society, and frame you for crimes. They can get you to do anything in your dream, or they can use your dream as like a movie set and make anything they want happen by using your mind to do it. With their words, with their program, with their hypnosis, pacing and leading you. Or with just their technology that lets them do it straight up. They can put videos in your head, play stuff in your head, they can play sounds in your head, they can talk. Obviously, they can do just about anything to you in your sleep. Alright? So, everything's right here. If you guys are targeted and you want to, add to this, what you can do is you can go to tinyurl.com/TIQANDA, or you can go to targetingexposed.com. It'll lead you to this link, or you can just type in, you can go on Facebook and just look for this group right here. Evidence for all TIs, questions and answers. Alright? So there's plenty more questions and answers there. But, in order to continue this on, I'm gonna move on here. Alright, so that's just that right there. This is a never-ending rabbit hole, as they say, leading you to all of reality itself exposed. Alright, now you can see reality exposed right here. We also have 4 U.S. Marshals and other heroes. And the personal investigation operation is actually secretly my timeline all this time. Facebook.com/reality revealed. Re-revealing or exposing reality itself for you all. And here's reality exposed. tinyurl.com/reality exposed. So this is thousands of screenshots, or over 1,000 screenshots of personal reality research. So we got gods and creation, secret history exposed, secret truths and deceit, the origins of humanity and life itself. We have target individuals right there, dedicated to all targets. And then we just got some random stuff in there as well. So if you want to see some life-changing research, you can go there right now. There's the link on the screen, and it'll take you there. Now, I want to let everyone know that we can now do what our governments have not done. We can now do things that we could not do before. We have the Target Individuals Forum. If anybody wants to join, I suggest that you use the desktop mode, like this. And then you'll see all this stuff. It looks a lot better. You can see, the most recent post. You can see who's been online on the bottom here. We have 30 guests in the last 24 hours. We have a total of 446 posts, 168 members. You can feel free to join us for free. You don't even need an account, but I suggest that you make one. This is where you can find the share what you hear here, the Lero stuff I was telling you about. You go experience and observations, and share what you hear here, right here. Alright, and that'll lead you to there, and you can add what you want to that as well if you'd like. Now, I want to show you beyond the coalition of target individuals, and we have TI chats. We also have the new Truth Talks forum. So I want everyone to know about Truth Talks, because this affects everyone worldwide. We can now work together and do more than our presidents, our governments, our rulers have done ever, or ever will do. Together right now. So this is Truth Talks Chats. That'll lead you to truthtalkschats.com. Now Truth Talks Forum is truthtalksforum.com. And this is all completely free as well, but I do suggest you make an account very quickly, so you can keep track of your posts and edit your posts, and people can message you and stuff like that. So we got active rooms, collab invites are where you can, invite people to collaborate with you on, projects that you're working on. But that's just the chats. Here's where it gets good. All these topics, the Truth Talks topics, are specifically designed to take life to the next levels by, addressing things that matter the most in life. Things that, uncover more information, conspiracies, crimes, the meanings of life. All the things that matter the most are all right here by topics. So some of them are just basic topics, but the majority of them are put there specifically to help you expose reality itself. Alright? So this will help you to prove and disprove, going beyond debates and going beyond theories, all that we can now to finally have power and leverage over the rulers of this world, over the elite members of society, over the criminals and the terrorists and the traitors to us all, because now we can prove that they're all of those things beyond a shadow of a doubt, and demand that those whose jobs it is go and arrest them or execute them right now. So we have the reality theorem right here, and that is where we go beyond theories and debates, like I said, and we prove and disprove all that we can by connecting who's, what's, when's, where's, why's, and how's, and nots together more and more over time. Right? Beyond that, we have making changes, where we literally go over our problems, come up with solutions, address corruption, create some movements, some operations, and we got protest flyers. We can make protest flyers and do flyer protests, which is where we take all their crimes now proven fact, and we take all the things that need to stop and that are proven fact, and we put them on some flyers. And then we let everyone print out these flyers, and then instead of chanting random bullshit in the streets and going nowhere and doing nothing with our lives, we actually have their heads on pieces of paper being printed out everywhere, right? We have them exposed. We have their treason caught. We have their crimes caught, their devilry caught, irrefutably proven facts on flyers that they can't get rid of. And now we have the power to demand those in our governments, the U.S. Marshals, the Special Forces, the National Guard, whoever, to arrest them or execute them for their crimes with no due process, because it's no posse comitatus anymore, guys. You know that? They don't have to have due process. So don't let them fool you. They don't need to jump through hoops and a bunch of court appointments. You don't have to wait. They can be executed right now and be hung in the streets. According to our Constitution, they need to be hung in the streets publicly. So Biden needs to hang in the streets. Trump, maybe, need to hang in the streets. Right? Bill Gates needs to hang in the streets. Fauci needs to hang in the streets. Whoever's running Operation Warp Speed, they need to hang in the streets. Elon Musk, hang them. All these sellouts. Everyone that is now irrefutably, just because of this video that I just proved. The devil controls the world, right, guys? We know this. We know evil is caught. Either way, you can say it's not the devil, but guess what? I connected it to Enki of the Anunnaki in control of the Galactic Federation and all this stuff, right? Ask his worshippers, ask the Satanists, ask the Luciferians who their God is. They'll tell you it's either Enki or Enlil, right? Of the Anunnaki. They're right there. Right? The Snake Brotherhood, the Brotherhood of the Snake. Who started that? Enki, the Anunnaki. The Luciferian Covenant, Enki of the Anunnaki, the one controlling the Galactic Federation, masquerading as Michael. Okay? So, you guys can think it's Michael all you want, but they're evil parasites, and they're not nice. It's not Michael. So, here we are, guys. That's Truth Talks Forum. Let's check out Truth Talks chats real quick for you. I want you to see first that there's new talks right there on the top of the menu and new posts right there at the top of the menu. When you click new talks, it'll show you the most recent threads that were started by people. And new posts are all the responses, all the posts that people made to them. All right? So, we have TI chats at TI chats, Truth Talks Chats at truthtalkschats.com. We also have tichats.us. But there's 10 chat rooms on this page for anyone to join completely free instantly. You can even be in all 10 of them at once. And at the bottom of the page, you'll see right here the link to go to Truth Talks Forum. Now I want you all to know, in these Truth Talks chats, you have more features than Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these other websites let you have. You can record these chats directly in the chat. You can stream your chat to YouTube. You can share your screen. You can share videos. There's hand-raising features. There's a whole bunch of features that are just simply not available on any other social website. And now that you can record your chats, and you can record TI chats as well because they're the same software, you can now post it in the TI forums and in the Truth Talks forums right after. All right, so you can share and take your conversations indefinitely to the next level. Now I'm going to finish this off with one more thing for you. Operation Guaranteed. Operation Guaranteed is a new operation that we created so that way we can guaranteed help to wake up, free, and save our people more and more as time passes. Now it started out with a Facebook page. You can see that right here. Operation Guaranteed, Facebook.com/Operation Guaranteed will lead you right here. Currently, we have 223 people in here, and we're looking for more. You want to be an agent of God? You want to be an agent more than the government agents? You want to be special? You want to be a hero? You want to be a legend of life? And a potential savior by definition? Well, join Operation Guaranteed and you'll be all that. So here's our forum where we conduct our operation. This is home base, OperationGuaranteed.com. And this, we have reality research, the God and life's creation, the meanings of life, figuring things out, deceptions exposed, truths exposing lies, ongoing evil, crimes, links and screenshots. So that pretty much summarizes everything that matters in life for us. Reality theorem. We have a second reality theorem on Operation Guaranteed. Just, two's better than one, right? Ending worldwide debates. Big deal right there. All these debates. Is it round? Is it flat? Should we go for Trump the traitor or should we go for Biden the traitor? Should we be a liberal tard or should we be a conservative tard? Which one? Let's end all the debates because you don't want either side. That's why they programmed us in our heads and all of society with that bipolar, disorder mentality, that dualism, that cognitive dissonance, the cognitive distortions. Remember I was telling you that they were programming that when they were psychic driving it? That's one of their techniques. Well, that's how they get you to stuck in these debates. So you never realize that you're wrong, that you're right and you're wrong in different ways multivalently, antinomously multivalently, and so is the other side. Right? You're always fighting your own people, never fighting the man that screwed you over, that deceived you, that reduced you down to that mentality so you wouldn't even notice. Bettering our existence, worldwide problems, we got all that stuff right there that we had on True Talk's forum as well. Now, I want to let you all know that, there's a list of reasons why the side that you're not on thinks you're wrong. And there's a list of reasons why you think they're wrong, right? Well, guess what? You're always pointing your fingers at each other. You can't accept that, what you're wrong about is what you're wrong about, right? It's not about sides. The sides are so you never get off the sides. The sides are so you never be on the sides and never get to the real truth and never stop fighting your own people. And guess what? When you're on a side, everyone that knows better, that doesn't still get fooled by those sides, thinks you guys are slave tards. Thinks you're idiots and traitors to us all because you're too stupid to figure out that you're giving aid and comfort to our enemies, which is the definition of treason. Alright? So tough love. It's better me tell you before, later on, the devil himself comes out or, the forces of evil use that through the controlled news media to have you all picked off, thrown in jail, thrown in FEMA camps because you keep supporting them. Right? That's how they get you. Helping to free and save people. Real life miracles, valuable content, working together in ongoing missions. And let me just add one more thing. There's no way that everyone is all the same on one side, believing in all the same things, and they're all similar. And everyone on the other side is the opposite. That's bullshit. That's completely illogical and insane, mentally ill, to believe that, right? Alright then. And it's also illogical, mentally ill, and insane to call me or anyone else crazy after watching this video. Operation Open Eyes, where we open the eyes of our people. See Facebook.com/GoOpenEyes. Operation Upchain. See Facebook.com/groups/Upchain. Open Eyes about opening people's eyes, and Upchain is about after opening their eyes and having all the evidence we need, forcing those in our governments to go up the compromised enemy-controlled chains of command with all of the open eyes that they have and all the evidence that they have to finally weed out all the terrorist traitors within our ranks. Operation Evolution. This is not about technological evolution. It's not about Darwin evolution. It's about spiritual evolution. It's about avoiding transhumanism, avoiding all the satanic Luciferian deceptions. It's about getting out of this matrix without being trapped here forever and ever doomed. Alright? It's also about, working on your spiritual abilities and working on yourself in general, helping each other out so we can skip all that extra time it would have took. Community operations, nationwide operations, worldwide operations. Anyone can start, join, or share operations at any time right there. Chat rooms and other links. If you want to create your own chat rooms or you have links you want to share, anything goes here. I created all these forums. I created these websites so you don't have to worry about being blocked, banned, or, restricted or anything like that. I will never charge anyone a single dime for anything. And, I'm pretty sure, it'll always be here as long as proboards.com is a website or, any of these other forums. I don't think they're going to get rid of Google. So these things should always be freely available for everyone worldwide. Now you can see right here, we've only had 7 guests in Operation Guaranteed in the last 24 hours. So we need more members. We only have 13. Anyone that wants to be a real agent, more than our government agents who are working for the devil, literally, You want to be an agent of real God and the people? Well, you can join us now and we can stick it to them and show them what real agents are doing. Alright. So here we are. That was a training and briefing for the whole world with tools, solutions for us all to work together, to take life itself indefinitely more and more, hopefully to the next levels and solve an endless amount of problems, help to fight back and hopefully help to conquer the forces of evil and, save the children, save the women, save the good men out there. They're being slandered, being framed, they're being scapegoated, being tortured, trafficked, raped, mind-controlled, and, attempted to be forced to commit suicide. All right? And a lot of, I just want you all to know, they're trying to tell people to join their Illuminati club. They're saying, join Lucifer, join Enki, join the Anunnaki, join us, join the club, join the Illuminati, join us. We'll give you all that you want. You know how many times the devil in my head said that shit to me? I'll give you all the money you want. Come on, give it up. You can't win. Just join me. Join us. Become a Luciferian. I'll stop torturing you. I'll make you rich. There's money waiting for you in your bank account. There could be money in your bank account. We got money with your name on it. We're going to murder your family members. We're going to rape your mom. We're going to rape your girlfriend. You better join us. You better shut up. Right? We're going to kill everyone. We're going to rape your whole family. Your brother's next. We're gonna target them. We're gonna target everybody. Oh, you're killing everybody, telling them the truth. Don't believe a fucking thing they say, right? This is a full training, a full briefing for everyone worldwide. Send this out to people in our governments because this is more intelligence than our intelligence agencies have. This is more evidence than our investigative aspects of our governments have. There's more organized crimes and terrorism and weapons of mass destruction exposed here than probably all their investigations and ongoing operations now. This is literally the tip-top highest priority. Okay? This is the highest valuable intelligence evidence that has ever been gathered, I believe, in all of life's time. And this is nothing. This is the tip of the iceberg that leads to the Facebook.com/reality revealed and all the links and groups and pages there that expose reality itself going beyond all this. So, I'm one of the most powerful men that ever lived on this planet right now. And everyone that joins me, you are too. One of the most powerful people. Some of the most powerful people that ever lived. And now we're going to stick it to these assholes. We're going to stick it to these scum of life once and for all. And if we die, well, we're not going to die on our knees, are we? We're going to live free or die trying. And we're going to fight for God. We're going to fight for our people. And we're going to hit them in all the lives where it hurts the most. Thank you for watching. Get this out there. Good luck to you all. And God bless you.